Alrighty, so hello there, and welcome to the game called Who is Mike? I have never played this game before. I don't know what this game is about, but it is available for free on Steam, so it's a free thingy that you can download if you wish. I'm gonna link it in the description if you are interested. And without further ado, let's jump into it. Let's start a new game. My head. My nape throbbed with a sudden persistent pain. The dizziness came and went like a slow trickle of sweat. What? It was evening. The curtains were closed and the sound of blood dumping in my ears made the silence malignant. I was in my house, yes, but I was disoriented. Something felt amiss. There was a certain creepiness that made the hairs on my arms prickle. I blinked at my surroundings. My glasses, where are they? Did I bump into something or stay back, whatever you are? Even before I heard his voice, I had felt the presence of someone else in the room. It justified the awful feeling in my gut. Just don't move. Oh my god, there was a stranger in my house. He held a bed with his outstretched arms, maintaining the distance between us. Get back. I didn't know what to do. I opened my mouth in several attempts to say something. Don't hurt me. Please leave. What do you want? In the end, I just stood there in dumb silence, stewing in my own nervous sweat. What is he even doing here? If he was a robber, he picked the wrong house. Do I know him from somewhere? I squinted at his blurred shape, trying to replace the man's fuzzy edges with something more tangible. He looks. I stepped closer. The man waved the bed in alarm. I told you not to move. Ah? Did he just shiver? He was acting way more upset than me, considering he's the intruder in my house. It might be a foolish thing to say, but he didn't seem dangerous at all. Just go away, please, please. He continued mumbling to himself, gasping big gulps of panicked breaths. Uh-oh. Hey, I think you are having a panic attack. Try breathing through your nose and your mouth. Damn, did I actually just give breathing exercises to a trespasser? I guess Sarah was right. My kindness will be the death of me one day. In any case, the stranger relaxed a good deal. I gave him a small, unsure smile. You alright? What are you? Sorry? My name is Mike Jensen and you are in my house. Who are you? Never mind. I think I lost my glasses somewhere. If you let me find them, I'm sure we can sort this out. You don't seem like a bad guy. The man dropped the bed to his side and let out a long forlorn sigh. Under the coffee table, probably. Thanks. I fumbled around the floor, praying for dear life the stranger wouldn't attack me while I was vulnerable. But he just stood there, shuffling his feet and mumbling to himself. He wasn't very threatening, really. I'm sure the poor guy's just confused. Also, there was something familiar about him, something I couldn't quite put my finger on. It might be his posture, or even that red sweater he was wearing. I could swear it looks exactly like mine. Sorry for threatening you with a bed. It's alright. If it makes any difference, I wasn't really going to hit you. The shape of my glasses finally registered in my hand and I fished them out. I don't really think I can hurt anyone, even in this situation. Sarah has always said. The world gained clarity as I put the pair of glasses over my eyes. Someday, kindness is going to kill me. So, you can see me now. Hi. The man waved lamely. I stood there with my jaw agape, staring at him. He was me, existing as a separate being. He had my face, hair, my posture, my sweater. No wonder that sweater looked like mine. It was mine. This is just a dream. It's just a dream. That's it. Calm down. Don't lose your head. Relax. No matter how many times I said it though, the gravity of the situation refused to stick. The room felt simultaneously constricting and vast, like being squeezed and let go again and again. I felt like I was a child again, lost in a crowd, blindly reaching for my mother's hand, only to realize in horror that the hand belonged to a stranger. Okay, now it's your turn not to panic, right? Deep breaths. You know what, guys? I'm gonna sip. Give me a second. I'm not used to talking this much, and this is today the second game we are playing where the main focus is reading everything, so I am getting a bit weak in my throat, but that's alright. Was he some kind of a clone? An apparition of my future? What? What exactly was he? I reached out to touch him, wanting to make sure he was real and not some figment of imagination. The other mic recoiled from my touch and pushed my arm away. Hey, this is weird for both of us. Don't make it worse by being grabby. He looked solid, so he couldn't be a ghost. He could form separate dots from my own, and he seemed aware that we were the same person. What are you? And why do you have my face? Excuse me? Your face? For your information, I was having a normal night in my house when you came barging in here. So why don't you tell me what you are doing in my living room? I opened my mouth to argue, but once I did, I realized I couldn't remember anything. My last bits of memory consisted of bowl of chips and late-night TV shows. Also a pain at the back of my head. I cannot remember. Aha, see, that's what all fakes say, case closed. Fake, excuse me? You are some sort of anomaly? It's the only explanation? I don't remember doing anything special recently. If you have my memories, I'm sure you will agree. You, on the other hand, lost a chunk of time from yours. So you are either the cause of everything or simply an effect. Ergo an anomaly. Right, then if we are going there, I might as well say you are lying about the state of your memories. Normality was disrupted with your presence, hence I lost the track of time. The probability that you are the cause and effect of my sudden amnesia is very high. Therefore you are the fake. You cannot prove it. Neither can you disprove it. Since we will have the same arguments and go around in circles, I see what you are getting at. It is quite interesting though, isn't it? You know what it is, I guess. Well, sorta. After all, it's not every day you meet an exact replica of yourself. You make it sound like I'm the copy here. Well, are you not? Don't start that thing again. This is such a pain in the ass. Don't I know it? What could have caused this? What kind of a freak of nature would have sprouted another me? Sure, I should be flattered or something, but I am hardly clonable specimen material. At the very least, he didn't seem dangerous. There was no animosity or aggression coming from him. I didn't feel any ill will towards him either, but it was strange how we had the same small score on the chin. And even the same pockmarks from teenage acne. I touched my own face on a sudden impulse. I am still me, right? Just then we heard a door softly opening from upstairs. Oh no, Sarah. Sarah? I knew Sarah heard that noise a while ago. Quick, find somewhere to hide. I will try to distract Sarah while you crawl out the front door. What? Wait a minute. You are getting rid of me. No, I am not, okay? We just cannot risk having two mics in the house, you know that. Then why don't you leave? Are you kidding? You look like a train wreck. He was right, I was filthy. How did that happen? Look. We will get it all sorted out tomorrow. Who knows, maybe your missing memories might even come back. But you are throwing me out of my house. I'm not throwing you out. This is just a temporary arrangement. Let me deal with Sarah tonight, and tomorrow we will sort out this mess. Just leave for now, okay? You know what? Sure, let's deal with it tomorrow. Alright, I will stay out of this tonight. It was difficult, but I managed to quell my emotions and get it under control. I knew I wouldn't be able to accomplish anything without a clear head. I will deal with Sarah for tonight, okay? Maybe I can ease her into the situation. You will be fine. It will be better tomorrow. Quick, she's coming downstairs. Before I knew it, my other self ushered me out of the door and slammed it behind me. I could still hear Sarah's voice in the other room inquiring what I have been up to. My heart ached to go back there and tell her everything, but I chose not to. Maybe I was too scared to face her like this. Somehow it all felt like my fault. I am such a coward. Well, enough of that. I will deal with it tomorrow. I needed time to think, gather my thoughts and make sense of the situation. Maybe he was right. Those couple of hours that my memory missed might hold the key to unlocking the mystery. I walked on towards the town, thinking of a way around this mess. And as I passed by a store window, I noticed my reflection. Strange. Was it just me, or did I look suddenly thinner? A sharp pain squeezed my heart as the thought crossed my mind. I struggled to breathe, my chest heaved. I don't know how to pronounce that word. My chest heaved in erratic rhythms. My heart. Yo, what's happening to me? Blood dripped from my nose. It was then I realized that I didn't have a lot of time left. I was dying, and I didn't know why. Sarah. The corners of my vision started to darken like a curtain falling on a play. And number 9, the fool. Yo, we got the worst possible ending, I think. And I wasn't making any safe options. So, let's just simply skip ahead. I'm gonna go with I guess again. Then let's skip again, and I'm gonna say this time around that I am staying here. I stand there with a heavy feeling in my stomach. His suggestions made sense, but my feet refused to move. Why should I hide? Why should I scurry away from my girlfriend in my house? It wasn't right. Faint trickles of anger scratched at my chest. No way. What? I'm not leaving. Come on, man, don't be difficult. If Sarah sees this, it will not end well for either of us. But if there is anyone out there who can help us, it's... Shh. I cannot do a woman's voice, so I'm just gonna read it normally. Mikey, it's getting late. Aren't you coming up? Her voice called from the stairs. The living room was dark and she probably couldn't see us in the dim light. We held our breaths tight in our throats. I got distracted. Sarah walked towards us, a nonchalant look on her face. Is someone there? It's pretty late for visitors. Is that your brother? Mike stole a glance at me. Listen, Sarah, please don't panic. Oh, my goodness. Sarah, calm down. This is... What the freak? Okay. I know this looks sorta bad, but sorta bad? Mike, I'm staring at two of you. I think we've crossed the threshold of sorta bad a long time ago. This is a trick, isn't it? With some mirrors and shit. It's not a prank, Sarah. This is really happening. And we don't really know what to do. Stop talking. Watching both of you talk at the same time is giving me vertigo. Deep breaths. I think I need to lie down. To be honest, if I was in her situation and I saw my boyfriend duplicated, I would probably be happy, you know. Excuse me for a bit. Well, that went better than expected. If by that you mean my girlfriend is ready to pop a stress baby, then yeah, sure. I told you this was a bad idea. Nah, she will be fine. She's a police officer. She's used to these kinds of stressful situations, right? I don't think you know what you are talking about. Guess we better just deal with it. Mike and I stood in silence, waiting for Sarah to come back. She joined us a couple of minutes later, her face grim but composed. It gave me a feeling of normalcy during this bizarre situation. Alrighty boys, I am a lot calmer now. Now first order of business. What the flying frick? I have no idea. Start at the beginning then. Well, I heard a noise and I checked it out. I found somebody stumbling around in the living room. I panicked and took the bed. But I just wanted to scare off the guy. And then I saw him with my face on. I thought I was losing it, but he was making his way upstairs. So I had to confront him somehow. To be honest, I thought of grabbing a crucifix or something cute. I don't remember any of that. I just woke up here with an aching head. What's the last thing you do remember? Let's tell her the truth. I remember hearing a noise in the kitchen, but I thought it was nothing. I grabbed a beer from the fridge, then something hit me in the head. Next thing I know, I am in the living room and this guy was waving a bat in my face. No way. He came in here dragging himself like a drunk, and then he tripped on that stupid carpet. I hate that carpet. And what's with that smirk? Like you never tripped on the carpet yourself? Bleh. My sister gave us that carpet out of the goodness of her heart. That explains so much. So... I have a feeling there is another issue here though. Are you guys trying to out-real each other or what? Well, there cannot be two Mike Jensens, can there? Maybe you could help us figure it out? Huh? Decide which one of you is real? Yeah, like how exactly? Oh, I don't know. Ask us some personal questions or whatever. Yeah, why not? Maybe one of us will slip up. Right, because you want to treat this like a fucking trivia game? Look guys, I don't think that's gonna work. You cannot just decide the realness of somebody in one night of 20 questions. We have to find another way. Like what? Blood sampling, DNA test, an exorcism, I don't freaking know, just please don't make me choose between the two of you. Sarah, we are aware this is unfair, but if there is one person who can help us, it's you. I mean, she's completely right, let's do a freaking DNA test. That will solve it for real, you know. Mikey, you do know I love you, right? We've been together a long time. I know your bowel patterns and your unhealthy fanboy obsessions with Jason Statham. But I don't think literally anyone is cut out for this. Why don't we just call your mother? No. Oh, even your reactions are the same. Impressive. Baby Bunny, please. Please help Papa Bunny out. Stop, didn't I tell you that nickname is only between the two of us? Technically it's still just me, so oh my god, this is freaking creepy. One thing is for sure, we do have to fix this, it's just too damn weird. So will you help us? Sarah sighed and shook her head. I don't think I get a say either way. It's at least worth a shot. Wait. After this is over, what are we going to do with the supposed imposter? Have you guys thought about that little gem? Well, I am sure we will figure something out afterwards. Yeah, let's think about it later. Let's not rush into any conclusions just yet. Take it one step at a time. Okay, whatever. Personal questions it is. Anniversary. I'm gonna go with the same answer, I suppose. Too easy. Brother's name. The issue is I don't know any of this, so I'm gonna go with the first answer. And exactly why I call him that every chance I get. Right on, you guys are being very mature. Anyway. Favorite animal. I'm starting to sound like the worst dating website in history. Dogs. I do love dogs. I should remember to get one after this whole thing is over. Oh sure, as long as you remember to water the plants every day. Wine? Alrighty, that's it. I don't think this is working. Hey wait, let's take turns. What if he's just leeching off my answers? I resent that. Alright, here we go. Tell me a secret you haven't told me before. I'm gonna tell you the truth. But that's why it's a secret. I cannot tell you. Honey, is it about my cooking? I don't know. Same question. I love you, but that's last tuna casserole you cooked sucked like balls. I'm gonna snicker. Aha! So it takes a clone of you to pop up before you admit to it, huh? But, next question. Now we are getting somewhere. At least one of you has to be telling the truth. So Mike, what's wrong with casserole? I'm gonna tell you the truth. Well, there was way too much chili first of all, my bottom was on fire for days, and the texture too, I don't know, it just felt like eating both. I mean, it even looked like both. It tasted like pure death, and the smell of the kitchen afterwards, I thought something really did die. But other than all that, it's okay. The plates had a nice floral pattern. The plates, anything else? You were on a roll there. That's all. On the other hand, you make great pizzalettes. I'm gonna tell the truth. I liked the macaroni. Yeah, those were good too. The macaroni was a microwave meal. In short, you like none of my cooking, you lying ass. That's not nice going, Mike. At this point she will throw both of us out. Alrighty then. More questions. Do you have a crush on our neighbor? What? Who? Paris Beaufort, the model who sunbathes naked on Sundays. What? That's Sarah? What even are these questions? I'm just making full use of this situation, Mikey. Wouldn't you? Besides, I am having fun. I'm not sure whether to tell the truth or a lie in this situation. But you know what? I'm just gonna keep saying truth over and over again. Ask him first. So that's a yes, no, she's pretty, okay, you both are, but you are my soulmate. I'm gonna tell the truth. She's friendly. I have talked to her a few times. She was nice. What? I mean, she wasn't intimidating, didn't try to bite my head off or anything. Oh, sure. And the fact that she flashes her jewels around the neighborhood has nothing to do with her being nice. I didn't even know that, but you should call me next time she does, hehe. Well, this has been very educational. Anything else you want to tell me? You know what? In order to solve this mystery, it seems like we will destroy the relationships in the process, but let's tell the truth. Paris Beaufort is as dumb as a brick. Snaker, I'm sorry, but she is. She's a sweet girl, but dude, poor girl even thinks England is in Africa. Also, if you try sunbathing in a polluted, overpopulated middle-class residential area with low walls, chances are you are a little soft in the head. Haha, that's true. Anyway, going back to the dilemma at hand, we didn't really make any progress if you ask me. I still don't know which one of you is which. Why don't we just flip a dang coin? Let's tell the truth. Hey, you know, I'm all for that. I might get lucky, right? I hardly think that's a good idea though. Of course not, but at this point I'm really at a loss. We still have to decide though. Fine, if you are the real Mike, what do you suggest we do with the imposter? That's difficult. If I'm the real Mike, then I should stay Mike, right? The other one has to leave, go out into the world and find their own identity. The world is big anyway. Let's agree. But I am the one who's staying. Are you the real Mike? Of course I am. Is this still one of your weird question thingies? Just answer. Yes, I am the real Mike. How about you? Are you the real Mike? I am. Prove it then. convince me. Okay, bit awkward, but I am a mic, heart and mind. It's the only thing I know really. I wouldn't know what else to say. We both did our best. Like he said, we answered your questions. It's the most we can do for now. But you need to believe me when I say I am the real Mike. I still don't understand why cannot we just go take a DNA test, you know? What are you going to do if I ever say you are the fake? Let's tell a truth. I don't know. I cannot leave. I don't want to. Alright, I think I just need to ask one last question. Sarah turned to me. Mike, yes? Do you know the date? June 15th? Actually, it's already June 16th. That means whatever caused all this happened yesterday night. Can you remember anything? Not really, not even a little bit. I am sorry, I've tried, but the last I can remember is feeling very tired and falling asleep in front of the TV. That span of time is crucial. It's the missing piece to the mystery. Either that's when you started to exist, or you are not telling us something. Started to exist? Is it just me, or am I getting the feeling that I am the odd one out? We are just trying to help. You are probably a victim too. What is this? So both of you have agreed that I am the fake? When was this arranged? You did just appear out of thin air, Mike. You are the stranger who barged into the house. Add to that you have no memory of yesterday's events. It just doesn't make sense. You don't make sense. My chest felt heavy at Sarah's words. This cannot be happening. Everything is turning against me, even Sarah. What do you want me to say? I have already told you everything. Yesterday I went to work, came home, dozed off in front of the TV, and then woke up here. I have already said this. Well, how did you get here? Did you walk? Did you take the bus? Did you ride a rainbow unicorn? Facts, Mike. I need to know facts. Guys, calm down. Seeing the two of you fight is just freaky. I really cannot remember, okay? If I could, I have no reason to hide it. I've been nothing but honest since I got here. Maybe he has selective amnesia. That is not a reason, just an excuse. I know I'm a Mike, please believe me. What if you are a clone and you have no idea? What? A clone? You wouldn't know any better. You know, the more I think about it, based on the fact that the first ending ended with us seemingly dying out of nowhere, maybe we are indeed the clone, and no matter what we do, we are destined to perish. That's my current theory. A clone? Was that possible? Was I just disillusioned? Maybe my desire to be Mike fabricated my memories and led me here. Maybe I blocked out the last hours in my mind because I didn't want to know the truth. My head began to drop with frustration. I turned to Sarah. The hope I needed was somewhere in her eyes. Sarah, please. I am sorry. It's just... I stood there dumbfounded, a drowning man robbed of his final lifeline. I looked at Sarah and Mike, and they both avoided my eyes. I never felt so alone. Fear surged in my blood. It turned into betrayal and anger. How could Sarah let me down? I need her the most right now, but she wouldn't listen to anything beyond her theories. How right could she be anyway? This was just a matter of choice and opinion. And the truth was as sharp as it was simple. She just chose not to believe. Me, my teeth gritted. I thought I could count on you, Sarah. I thought you wouldn't let me down. Don't say that, you don't know how hard this is for me. Oh yeah, and I'm having a ball. Stop villainizing me, Mike. I've done what you've asked. No, you didn't. You just jumped to conclusions and refused to listen to me. You said one night of trivia questions wouldn't be enough, but you turned around just like that, accused me of hiding something. That's not fair. Fair, right. That sounds rich coming from you. Mike, stop. You are hurting her. I know nothing about this is easy, but I think you have to take a step back. We shall help you, okay? But the way things are going, emotions are running really high. We should all take a breather from this. Why don't you just come by again tomorrow and we will figure it out? What? You want me to leave? No, well, I will leave too if you want. Shut up, you are just trying to get rid of me again. I didn't mean it like that, it's just I didn't. Now this is an interesting option. Should we calm down or should we attack? I'm gonna calm down. It was difficult, but I managed to quell my emotions and get it under control. My face was flushed. My head dropped and my vision spun. But a few deep breaths in and I began to compose myself. I looked at Mike and Sarah. The atmosphere in the house was tense and palpable. The uneasiness wormed its way into my heart. It was bringing out the worst in me. I couldn't stay. All right, I get it. I will leave. Sarah's face twitched. There was a ghost of concern on her face. You don't really have to. Concern, yes, but there was also a coldness in her eyes that broke my heart. Shallow charity was the most she can give the man with her boyfriend's face. It was that distant feeling you have for a tragic accident on the morning paper. I couldn't bear to see her look at me like that. I shook my head. No, I will leave. There is a motel, a taxi ride away with my name on it. Let me just bum some cash and I'm good to go. I gave out a bit of forced laughter to hide the regret in my voice. Now that I've said it, I wish I didn't. Let Sarah insist, please. Just one more time, let her say I can stay one more time. But she didn't, and maybe it was just as well. It's better for us all. I sighed with finality. If it will make any difference, I will leave too. Maybe it's fair that way. I offered him a bitter smile. I wouldn't leave Sarah alone after this, and neither should you. Just keep an eye out on her for tonight, alright? Okay. Hey, try to get some rest. It'll get better tomorrow. Thanks. And I needed time to think, gather my thoughts and make sense of the situation. Maybe they were right. Those couple of hours that my memory missed might hold the key to unlocking the mystery. Tomorrow I shall find out. As I passed by a store window, I noticed my reflection. What? This is the same ending I got once before. Yep. Something was happening to me. I have to get back. I shouldn't have left Sarah. But already my vision undulated and knocked me off my feet. I need to find somebody to help me. Her name appeared in my mind over and over again. I didn't know why, but it was like I wanted to desperately cling to it. I looked around. Where am I? Why cannot I remember how I got here? My chest, it hurts, difficult to breathe. Sarah? Who? And Faith. Ending 5. The Innocent. Interesting. So it's not the same ending, but it's basically the same outcome. Now I'm gonna try to get one more ending maybe. I'm not gonna be doing every single ending. But I do wanna see if we can get maybe some ending where we don't die. She'll be fine. Whoops, I didn't mean to save. I'm gonna be lying. Eating dinner with you and falling asleep in front of the TV. Very poignant. Next thing I know, I'm in the living room and this guy was waving a bat at my face. No way. He came himself dragging. I think you were the one to hit me with the bat. I did not. I was too busy freaking out. And don't you blame your clumsiness on me. I already have plenty to spare. I should second that. I guess it's time for that joke to retire. So, I have a feeling there is another issue here too. Are you guys trying to out-reel each other or what? Well, yeah, this is the same dialogue. Let's skip through it. The fake has to leave. Well, it doesn't have to be hard. The fake has to leave, simple as that, it's only fair. And for that we need a judge. Okay, whatever, personal questions it is. Now, probably the same. I know this is correct, so let's choose that. Who? The only brother I have is a beaver-faced alien named Backteeth. Come on guys, his teeth aren't that big. Yes they are. You guys are being very immature. Anyway, favorite animal. Let's go with the dogs. Let's tell a lie. I broke the lamp and made it look like an accident. That's not a secret, Mike. Same question. Sarah, I love you, but... yeah, that's the balls dish again. It's not that bad. Well, it's not that bad. Hey, don't you wash your hands off of this? You thought about it too. So it takes a clone of you to pop up before you admit to it, huh? Let's tell a lie. It was a bit undercooked. Yeah, darling, you just need a bit more practice. Oh, really? Is that why you order takeout every time I cook? Should have disposed of the evidence better, sweetie. Anything else? You were on a roll there. That's all. On the other hand, you make great pizzalettes. Yeah, I love those pizzalettes. My mom cooked those. Oh, in short, you like none of my cooking, you lying ass. I feel like this is going the same direction. I believe that both Paris and my girlfriend Sarah Ellis are attractive females that are worthy of praise, and this fact matters little to the deep and enduring relationship I have with Sarah Ellis, the love of my life. Bullshit. She's pretty okay. You both are. She's just a girl, no big deal. Yeah, you've been making house calls. What? Something about fixing her email. Yeah, right. No, it's just that she's got some serious malware problem. I've told her to stop clicking on those lose your flap emails. Honestly, that woman... I was just being nice. Just don't let me catch you doing something you shouldn't, bucko. I have ears everywhere. Well, this has been very educational. Anything else you want to tell me? Ever since I laid eyes on you, I haven't found any other girl attractive. Liar. Anyway, going back to the dilemma at hand, we didn't really make any progress if you ask me. I still don't know which one of you is which. Why don't we just flip a damn coin? Let's tell a lie. I could almost agree, I just want this all to be over. I hardly think that's a good idea too. Of course not, but at this point I'm really at loss. We still have to decide though. Fine, if you are the real Mike, what do you suggest we do with the imposter? That's difficult. If I'm the real, then I should stay. The other has to leave. Let's battle it out. Battle it out the classic way, through a duel maybe, or a fist fight. Best man wins. I hope you are not serious. Are you the real Mike? Of course I am. Is this still one of your weird question thingies? Just answer. Yes, I am the real Mike. How about you? Are you the real Mike? I am. Prove it then. Convince me. Okay, bit awkward, but I am a Mike, heart and mind. That's the same dialogue again. We both. Let's go with no, I cannot convince you. I cannot convince you. There is no way to tell. You said so yourself. All I know is I am a Mike and there is nobody else I can be. I'm going to take it like a man and live on my own. Alright, I think I just need to ask one last question. Sarah turned to the other Mike. Mike, yes? Excuse me, were you telling the truth about leaving the house if you think you are the fake? Sarah? No, Sarah. I am the real Mike. I sighed with genuine pity. I'm sorry. Shut up. Sarah, why? What did I do wrong? Tell me. You didn't do anything wrong, both of you didn't, that's why this is so hard. Then you have to believe me, I am the real Mike. My instincts are telling me otherwise, and I am pretty certain about it. Then your instincts are wrong? Will you just listen to me? The other Mike grabbed Sarah by the shoulders and shook her. Sarah winced in discomfort. I'm gonna push him away. I grabbed the guy at the collar and yanked him away from Sarah. He staggered for a bit, his eyes glinted with rage and hurt. We regarded each other with blinding hate. I could never forgive him for hurting Sarah. So his ego was hurt, so Sarah said he was the fake. Well, that just proves it. That was the point of this whole exercise. As far as I am concerned, a stranger has no freaking right to lay a finger on my girlfriend. I bared my teeth at him. Don't you touch her. Imposter. Other Mike gnashed his teeth. He picked up the wooden bed from the floor and charged at me. Freaking a-hole. We rolled and struggled on the floor. I could feel the hot rage radiating from his skin like vapor. Sarah tried to break us up, but with adrenaline running high, it was futile. In the end, he got the better of me. He pushed the wooden bed into my throat. My air passages clank onto scarce breaths. Stop. Sarah tried to push him away. You come into my house, steal away my life, my face. Why don't you just die? He raised his fist to make one final blow, to break my neck and silence me forever. The gunshot rang in the air like a blade. The man in front of me crumpled into a limp pile. So Sarah brought her gun with her. Why am I not surprised? I seconded fast, and Sarah fell to her knees in tears. I ran to her and held her in my arms. Her eyes were wide and glazed over. I shot you. I didn't know what to do. He wouldn't stop. I know, honey, I know. But I shot you. Tears began to well up in her eyes. She didn't sob or cry, though. she just let them fall, almost confused at the wet fluid running down her cheeks. "No, Sarah," I wiped her tears off patiently. "Hey, look at me." I placed my hands on her face and looked her in the eyes. "Look at me, I'm still alive, aren't I? I'm still here." She stared back through the tears. For the briefest of moments, a flicker of doubt crossed her face. I expected her to ask something to make sure, but Sarah gave one last look at the dying mic and shrugged. She closed her eyes and nodded, tired and desperate. She rested her ear on my chest, comforted by my beating heart. I am shaking. I guess you never really get used to shooting a person, even in my line of work. That's a good thing. I didn't know it would be this bad with a loved one involved. It was terrible. I'm going to need freaking therapy after this. You did what you had to do, Sarah. Don't blame yourself. It's over now. Let's forget this ever happened. Yeah. I held her tighter and she snuggled in my chest. Mike, I love you, but if you ever show up as two of you again, I'm out. I love you too, Sarah. I can feel a smile escape my lips. Never again. I promise. Ending number 6, the slide. There is so many endings, but we did what we had to do. We got a bunch of bad endings and we got a bunch of good endings. And honestly, I think that's gonna do for me. Maybe. I do like these art styles though. It seems like there is multiple different endings. I really enjoyed this game. I will probably play it some more in my free time to see the other possible endings and such. But for the purposes of the video, I think this will do for the Let's Play. And since it's a free game, I encourage you all to go grab it on Steam and try it out for yourselves. Perhaps you will get a different ending and perhaps, you know, you will see some cool stuff. I don't know what else can possibly happen in this mic situation, but I really like the concept of this game. It's a really unique take on like psychological horror and such. Very, very nice. Definitely heavily recommended. But yeah, that will do for Who is Mike. Thank you so much for watching my playthrough. And as always, see you next time. Bye bye.